What? You're not blind and deaf?
No, don't be implying.
We've
Like,
already determined he has enough debuffs. We don't have to try to put other ones on him.
Oh, true. Oh, Jay, did we get some sleep?
You're welcome. I got your back.
You sound mildly less grumpy today.
Yeah, I just had a overnight shift that ended about an hour ago. So yeah, I'm all kind of mellowed out right now.
Huh?
I don't know why we're laughing, but I hear Bill's brain moving, so you know it's something.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Like a fucking Model T car trying to start.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm fucking shit up here. I should stop. I'm gonna seize. God, that session went way too long. I'm still trying to wake up. D&D session, Bill. I could see your fucking old man just wheels turning type shit.
I was not the one who designated you, or put it this way. You self-designated as a muscle mommy.
I didn't self-designate shit. That was
everything that happens after this is all on you. It's on you.
No.
It's all,
no.
You were in the discussion. You permitted it and you accepted it. Therefore, it's on you.
No.
So anything that happens from this point forward is on you. When you say session, I'm like, oh, you're tired from a session. Okay.
I don't know how that thing started, but I know she started the thing where she said she wanted to be like a piggy stripper or something like that. That was kind of weird.
Whoa.
Hold on. What?
Is this because I was fighting pigs last night? Is that what this is?
This was like 2 weeks ago. You gave that as an example of a VTuber model or something. You said people could be piggy strippers.
All right, you know what? Since I'm catching strays this morning, you know what we're gonna do? I'm just giving it to fucking everybody. Everybody's catching strays. Fuck y'all.
Okay, good. Let's go.
All right, so you know what? Just because we're gonna get into the trans black VTuber.
Oh.
I wish I had the luxury to care about that shit. Cause it's like you can't do that if you're not black. It's like says you with the white avatar, but like always, it's different. It's not the same. And it's like, you know, like every time I see people like that, I just feel like Uncle Ruckus every time. It's like, can't stand you, motherfuckers.
Go, Uncle Ruckus, brother. Go, just hit it. Yeah.
No, because I'm not gonna repeat it last time. And I'm not gonna have a repeat of last time, and I know myself because the fatigue is hitting. The fatigue is hitting, and the last thing I want is just to fucking overheat and just go completely crazy. I'm not doing that.
Homie, it's August and you're wearing a jacket inside. Of course you're gonna overheat. That's putting a baked potato in the fucking desert and going like, damn, I hope it doesn't get too hot.
Well, see, that would make sense if your house wasn't at currently 70 degrees. So that's why. And I don't know. And plus I don't know. I just swear jacket indoors. I don't fucking know, man. I mean, you know, at least not the weirdos who wear hoodies outside. Like
like an actual psychopath?
Yeah, it's like an actual psychopath. God, that happens. I do see that in Vegas. I'm like, he's a killer.
Yeah, dry desert heat, very good. Now let's. I'm trying to bully Jay, and he's not being very fun.
No, right?
Oh my god.
What are you implying?
That it's easy to bully you. What?
Not today, Satan.
I'm not that kind of demon, all right? Goodness.
Yeah, I'm about to say not yet, but wait till October when the pumpkin spice starts to come out.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm not going to deny that one.
He's like, well, you had a point there.
Yeah, you got a point on that one. But no, I think it's interesting with subjects such as that one. It's because, like, in the VTube, not just the VTubing space, but you see this in a lot of other games where it's like people are so psyoped to be a specific way that they just, like, it's like, this isn't a bit at you, Jay. This is kind of a ye olden bit. It's drinking the Kool-Aid.
It is,
Yeah.
you know, and what makes it so irritating is that they're just regurgitating the same old thing, but it doesn't make any sense because it's like, because you can say this all the time that you want, but it doesn't make it real, and at the same time, it's like, in all honesty, you know, you're kind of exposing yourself because it's like. Because, like, at one point in your life, did you think that someone else's actions affect you personally? Like, that's how you know you live in a bubble.
Oh,
that's how you know you
absolutely.
live in a bubble. You know, because it's like someone's V2 like avatar is making you want to like get up on your soapbox and be like, "This cannot stand." I'm like, okay, Malcolm X, you need to calm down a bit. You know, it's not that serious.
Right?
You know, actually, what? Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna go off on a tangent.
Yeah, I'll just keep it very quick though. But like I always like to say, I don't give these people any of the benefit of the doubt, including even being truthful with what they're saying. Like it just comes down to control. They think they can use it as a wedge to bully other people and assert some level of control on others, so they feel less pathetic themselves. Maybe that last part was just a guess, but yeah, it's not about, oh, that's wrong. Like, I don't know if they even believe it is. They just know that the rules they've made on society let them say it's wrong.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
go ahead,
super quick. I would actually kind of make that akin to maybe a touch of narcissism.
Really? You think they might be a touch narcissistic?
Just a touch.
I can see that, maybe. I'd have to give it some thought, but perhaps.
Yeah.
Well, and see, and you know, I don't think that thought process is really ever going to change. But what has definitely shifted in just the past 6 months is the overall ability for people like us to go, I don't care, you're an idiot, and then walk away from it. Because for the longest time, this goes back to Trump's first administration, right? This goes all the way back to there, where you know, a statement like that we just put out would literally cost you your job.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right. It would literally cost you your job. And now, after this entire thing has been adjudicated both online and in the courts multiple times, right? Multiple times. People are like, yeah, I don't care. You don't care. Or you know what? You're an idiot. You can't do that. I just did. And then they walk away and people are like, okay. Right?
Yeah.
I just think that the absurdity of it has now passed over to a point where I guess you could say the absurdity of it has reached a critical mass where enough people are like, yeah, bro, stop. Right? And so now what you have is not just the general public, but also companies are going to be like, this doesn't help our bottom line one bit. We have the data from the past, 8+ years of listening to this BS.
Right.
Did anybody catch, I think I posted in the chat, did anybody catch that the New York Times printed that the whole thing about the bro locker room culture at Blizzard was all bullshit?
Dude, I got flack for not just going along with that back in the day. I'm like, yeah, maybe there was some sketchy shit or whatever, but this just feels really fucking weird. And everyone's like, no, it's the same Me Too thing, but it was coming from both sides this time. Like the right wanted to believe it too, because fuck Blizzard. But yeah, I'm like, no, this smells like bullshit. And what do you know? I was right.
Well, and and I'll freely admit, we sat here on this podcast like, what the hell are they doing over there? Like, what is going on, right? We sat here like something's weird. We're like, why is this coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it knowing what we know now, knowing what we know about how Russia, China, Iran have been probably not directly those countries, but people from those countries acting in certain ways and spending all their money to psyop us into what the hell is going on, right? I'm sure we all remember when Bobby Kotick pissed off NetEase?
Yes.
Right? At the time, we didn't really connect it, but it wouldn't surprise me if that whole thing was something from China. It would not surprise me one damn bit. In fact, I'm almost certain that that's what actually, because it's funny, it all got adjudicated out and literally nothing happened.
Yeah, because if you look into it, especially with, so like, okay, initially we were led to believe like, okay, it was Bobby Kotick. He said the right thing at the right time, something Winnie the Pooh, something China. But I think there were multiple parts to the whole situation, because there was another article, I think this was years ago, I'd have to track it down, but it was somebody on, I think it was called Weibo. Like China's equivalent of Weibo. Yeah. It was China's equivalent of Facebook, and the person running it made a Winnie the Pooh joke on that forum, and it was instantly shut down. Which by the way, I do want to go into that, because I know they were very much trying to do some of that bullshit here, is censoring message boards.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, it's so painfully obvious what it had been for years what Twitter was doing, right?
Right.
And then Elon buys Twitter and literally says to journalists, "Here's everything. All I want from you is to publish it on Twitter first."
Mm-hmm.
And you had, to this day, I still get videos from Matt Taibbi. Matt Taibbi is probably what we would all call a liberal, right? Mm-hmm. He isn't an idiot leftist, but he's a liberal. He started off as a journalist in reporting on government corruption, and he hasn't changed. But what passes for a leftist has moved so far left that Matt Taibbi looks reasonable, right?
Yeah.
And every video that you watch of him talking about the Twitter files, right? The only way that they can discredit him is to insinuate he's not a real journalist, right? Mm-hmm. And then he comes back with his credentials of, yeah, but this I wrote this and I wrote this and I wrote this, and all for the, if there was ever somebody to have, I guess it's fair to say that Matt Taibbi is his shift is the same thing that happened the same thing that happened to Joe Rogan, right? Mm-hmm. Joe Rogan was a liberal, right?
Right.
He was, until he got shoved to the right. Matt Taibbi, for journalists, is that he was a liberal, a little bit out on the fringe, like, okay, whatever, but what passes for a leftist has shifted so far beyond him that he looks, like I said, reasonable now. And whenever you listen to him talk, it's the same story every time. It's like, they all pushed me this way.
Oh yeah.
I was just writing it. And he freely admits, I definitely had a leftist slant. But right now what that is, that looks like being a centrist. That looks like being a centrist.
And you know what's funny? I think Keen and I can be on the same page on this one. It's so funny how people on the left will hate everybody who isn't on the left. Like if you're a centrist, to be like, hey,
most of the people on the left.
Well, yeah, fair. But it's like it amazes me that people who are left leaning or so far left that they can't see, like, guys, we're here to like help you out, but they're like, no, it's because you're a centrist. You're MAGA. No.
Right. See, I think that this is, and I'm going to say 99% certain. This has become their religion. This has
absolutely
become their core purpose outside of themselves, because that is what religion is meant to do for people, is to give you a larger exterior purpose on which you can focus your life.
Right.
Because if you spend all the time thinking about, you, and you get inside yourself, you just turn into an idiot, and you have no purpose, and you wander and you do whatever the hell you want. When you have an exterior concept, whatever your version of God is, it can be actual God from the Bible, or in the case of most leftists, it's whatever the social justice issue is of the day.
Right.
And so that has become their religion, their spiritual quest, their North Star. Unfortunately, their North Star changes position every so often, and they have to readjust and then recalibrate everything. And the cognitive, you can only do that so many times before the cognitive dissonance, destroys your brain. You can only do that so many times, because when you're ideologically inconsistent over time, it forces you to be humble. If you can't be humble, your brain fries itself.
Well, go ahead, King.
Just only thing I'd push back on there is, like, these people are so good at like building their whole identity as this, that they're I hate to sound like I think I'm better than them or whatever, but like they're very programmable, so they're not operating on the same level as some of us. Like these base level cultists, you can reprogram them over and over and over and over and over. And they can flip 180 degrees without it destroying their brain too. Like I've said before, but like if culture actually shifts our way, these cultists, many of them will flip over and be the MAGA they accuse other people of being, or however you want to phrase that. They will be diehard MAGA conservatives, whatever, if that's the way things flip, and it won't even bother them. Like, so yes, it'll destroy some of their brains. And what I think really changes people's mind is when they get turned on, like when they fail that. So it's actually not them switching back the positions back and forth. It's when they don't switch fast enough and all their friends call them Nazis and stuff like that. And they're like, wait a sec, this isn't making any sense. Like, that's the wake up shock.
Well, okay, great example. Who's the person that drove that car into the German? Excuse me. What's the nationality? What's the creed? What's the religion of the person that drove that car into the German Pride Parade?
Oh, totally not a Muslim.
Do you have any ideas how little that narrows things down?
No, it was the totally the white adjacent dude. This is also a fairly recent Pride Parade.
He's white adjacent because he's a radical Islamist. Yeah.
Bill, how could you be Islamophobe? God.
I know. I'm the worst. I'm the absolute worst.
Yeah.
Clearly, only a white person would drive a car into a pride parade, because only they're that hateful, you know.
Even in Minnesota, where they've all taken over, not just Minnesota, but Dearborn, Michigan, where now the parents are getting upset at the school districts for teaching for teaching their first and second and third graders about trans people. Yeah, that's weird, huh?
I love the infighting. Like it might have been Dearborn, but like where the Muslims take over and ban that sort of thing. They're like, no, you can't fly the rainbow flag. You can't fly this. And all the white liberals are like, wait a second, what's going on here?
Wait,
I thought we were on the same side.
Did they just do the meme? It's like, but comrade, I was on your side. That's neat. Against the wall. Oh my God, they did the meme. Oh, Lord.
They do it constantly.
Fucking hell. God, yeah, it just, like, it's so funny, kind of like, just thinking back on a lot of this stuff about like how programmable a lot of these people are, and they'll be the first people to like waggle their finger in your face about like, no, you're a hateful bigot, or you know, whatever fucking ism of the day they're gonna use. Oh my God, many such cases with these people.
Many such cases.
Well, speaking of many such cases, because I really want to touch on this, because I think it's funny as hell. Hold on, I need to find the article. I just had it. Okay, there it is. About Twitch using their streams to train AI. Oh, the crash out from the antis is just. It satiates my evil soul. It's so it's delightful. And then they're going like, oh, but we should have an option opt out. And I'm like, cool. Let's have that argument about Blue Sky where they went, no, we would never scrape your data, but we're going to sell your information to third parties, and we're going to have third parties come in and scrape our site. But we would never do that. No.
Also, there is an opt-out. It's called getting off Twitch.
Yeah. Because, you know, Twitch is so wholesome and would never break their own rules, right? Fellas?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
In that tweet you linked.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, it's like, who didn't see this coming? You know? Like, who exactly didn't see it? And it's like the fact that people are clutching their pearls and like, you didn't see this coming, that makes it even funnier, because it's like, come on now. It's like, you know, did you really think Twitch of all platform wasn't gonna look into this eventually? Like,
it's Amazon.
Yeah.
Like it. And you know what the funny part? I think people forget that Twitch is part of Amazon. I think people don't get that. I still think people don't get that.
Well, and it's on top of that, AI has integrated itself into every stitch of technology that we use. So did you think that people were still going to be on this moral purity for artists, and I use artists in quotations? Like, do you think that this moral purity was going to maintain itself? Come on. AI is yeah, go ahead.
Well, and that's the funny thing. It's because what passes for a moral purity always will wilt in the face of, I can't pay my damn bills.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think that what's actually at the core of this is not necessarily AI. It's that some people are upset that they some people are upset that they cannot control certain aspects of their lives. Right. And that I believe in the end is one of the core needs of all humans, having some sort of control over, you know, what you do and how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think people necessarily have a problem with AI because it's a tool, but people have a problem with how it's built and how it's run, right? So, you know, this goes to what I shared, the fact that Google and Amazon are have programs. They are buying books pre-2022 and that, before.
Mhm.
They're basically cutting off the spine, scanning everything into their databases, and then destroying the books.
Oh yeah, well once the spines are gone, that's it. The books are toast.
Right. And they are hiding the fact that they are destroying the books.
Mhm.
They're hiding it. And that is and so now you sort of have a book burning concept, but it's like book burning 2.0, 3.0 sort of thing, where the actual physical book no longer exists. The book exists, and you can read it for $1.99 per month.
But they're only destroying like the copies they're using to feed in, right? Like I'd say that's not the same mindset of book burning, which is the important part. Like destroying one book is not book burning. Destroying every book in existence, every copy of that book in existence, or trying to, would be book burning.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay, so perhaps I need to clarify. The idea behind book burning is to control access, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But are they trying to control access is my question.
Yes, they are, because they're buying there are companies that all they do is buy books and sell them to these companies. And once you own the book, or books, I guess is a good way to put it, and then you control access through your large language model, database, whatever, at some point, and obviously it hasn't happened yet, probably won't for a while, maybe 10 years, maybe before that. But at some point, when the access to physical media starts to wane, they will then turn to the people that own this data, and then they control access. And so I see it as sort of like a book burning, not like, taking all the books and putting them in a giant pile and then destroying them for all time and eternity. More of like a controlling access concept.
Okay, I could see it in that case. But go ahead, Keen.
Oh, I was just going to say that still seems like the fact that physical media is going to dwindle still seems like that's a natural process. So yes, they're trying to control access, but I don't think it's quite the same mindset as book burning still. Besides, the book burning wasn't just about controlling access. They didn't want anyone, that's still controlling access, but they didn't want anyone to read it. They weren't burning books and then selling you the books they were burning. Yeah. They were destroying the information.
Yeah, I also see this as controlling access under the guise of preservation. I think that's where I can kind of see where this is going. But, hindsight right now being 2020, I think we should all embrace our inner pirate and Yarhar some data.
Yes.
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 Okay. I don't. Oh, go ahead, King.
Sorry. I was just gonna say I was thinking about this earlier, but I think that's probably one of the most important fights on the AI side of things, is because AI is a massive battleground, and not just globally between nations and all that, but the government is, and we've talked about this before, the government is eventually going to crack down and say it's too dangerous for us to have. So
right.
I think we all need to be building our own AIs, including feeding a bunch of data into it.
So what I'm hearing is we still need to make the compound, right?
Compound data. Yes, we need our own data center. We need our own water. We need lots and lots of water.
Okay,
maybe we'll if we get rich enough, maybe we'll grow an almond tree or something like that too.
Oh, true. Yeah.
See, I don't think that this whole buying and scanning books is like the end all and be all. Okay, I don't. I do think it's a step on the path towards a very, very slippery slope that we are on. I'm not gonna, say, oh, they're doing horrible things to all of our books. We're tyranny. It's like no. It's I don't think it's book burning in the truest sense, like you're talking, Keen. I think it's more of like, it's more like a soft version of that. And so, we can talk about how, for example, Destiny 2, I bought older versions of that, and now I can't access it anymore. It's gone forever.
Yeah. That one's
Right?
wild. Like that was so brazen too. Like that's
Yeah.
one of the only
Yes.
ones you can point to that happens just like that. It was
Right.
crazy in your face what they were doing, and
Yes.
people went along with it for the most part.
Well, and yeah, and I think what this boils down to is, and it's one of the fundamental freedoms that we seek is overall access to information. I am willing to state that if the Constitution did not provide for the access to government information, well, hold on, I don't know if that's an actual Constitution thing, but like if one of the main principles of a free society is access to information, if it wasn't for FOIA requests, we would not be able to sit here as a society and say and do the things that we're doing right now, because nobody would be held accountable for literally anything.
They're not anyway, but yes, I
Yeah.
know what you're saying. And how do we feel about, by the way, how do we feel about government employees pleading the fifth in front of Congress?
Oh my God.
So he's pleading the fifth so his pardon, this was actually pointed out to me. His pardon is at the federal level. He's pleading the fifth to avoid issues when individual states sue him.
Yeah. No, I'm not even objecting on those grounds. I get the idea that even if you're pardoned, like, because we've had that happen before and people get absolutely screwed. So I agree. I disagree with it when it goes the other way too. If it's a individual citizen, you don't get to be like, well, you've been pardoned, you've have an agreement that you won't be prosecuted for this, so we're going to compel your speech or hold you in contempt or jail you for not incriminating yourself. Then they incriminate themselves. Then there's some change in DA or something, and they nail this dude to the wall, even though he was completely compelled and completely protected at the time. Like, that's wrong. What I'm getting at is this guy is a federal employee that we all pay. He works for us. Like, I want compelled speech.
Oh,
absolutely.
absolutely.
It's not about whether the fifth is good or not. It's fuck this guy. Incriminate yourself right now because you work for us and did wrong shit.
See, and I think Anthony Fauci is the poster child for the
science. He is the science.
That too, but he's the poster child for the poster child of the tyranny of the unelected bureaucrat. That there's this arrogant elite class that was never chosen by the people. They were placed in these positions and they have a direct impact on everything we do, but they are never, ever, 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 and I didn't stutter, I said that on purpose, they're never held responsible for anything that they do. And he's that poster child. Right. He used his position to enrich himself. He used his position to hold the truth back from the American people. And he also used it to purposely hold down other scientists. And he is the poster child for the tyranny that we have all dealt with for decades. And people are breathless. Freaking, I mean, Harvey Levin of TMZ. I'm like, dude,
oh my God, that absolute fucking soy boy. I'm like, you have no idea the difference between the McCarthy era and now, because I'm in the McCarthy era, there wasn't the ability to disseminate information like it is now. That's that. Go ahead.
in the McCarthy era, people also still cared about keeping communists out of power.
Oh yeah, they don't fucking elect them at light speed. Oh my god, that makes me sick. Like this. Yeah. Try not to crash out. No, like it. It pisses me the absolute fuck off that, especially here in the United States, that people think, oh, well, we have socialist programs, therefore we should elect more socialists. I'm like, did you all not pay just an iota of attention in fucking history class? Do you all lack the emotional fucking bandwidth or the mental maturity to see how bad socialism is? Did we not just...
The answer is yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, did we not just see the shit in Venezuela? Hello? Like, are you guys so fucking echo chambered and psyoped that you can't fucking see what's going on? Like,
but see, here's the thing. They don't care. They actually don't care. You literally have Hassan Piker dressing up like Mao, proclaiming how great Mao was. And Mao killed so many of his own people, even those loyal to him.
Absolutely. And he killed more people than Hitler. Hello?
Yes. And here's one of the reasons they don't care is because we like to say socialism doesn't work, and it doesn't if you just look at the stated goals. But if it's just about equality, yes, it's still massively unequal, but it's dragging most people down to a specific level. Like, so socialism is more equal and sucky than a more free system. So
right, and see, socialism always equalizes downward. It never equalizes upward. It takes what's up top and smashes it down so that everyone's the same. They're all they're all miserable. What did you just post? What is this?
I hate it here.
Oh, jeez, why?
I can't stand her. What?
Yeah,
no. I hate this person so much.
But see,
I hate this person so much.
But
because
it's the same fucking hookers who are going with the fucking Hassan. No, they are. They're hookers, dude. They're not women or however the fuck you want to quantify it. They're the same fucking bitches who will sit there, regurgitate Hassan's bullshit, and then wonder why everybody hates them. Oh,
no, this is the same person who got in a car crash on her phone.
Yes.
She had to hire her own driver because she'd rather be on her phone than actually drive. And I'm like, not only that, but she's the type of woman that does like the baby voices when she gets a sub and shit. I'm like, oh my god, like she boils my blood because it's like, she's one of the people who's like she's obviously failed at life, but because she's Asian, she gets a pass because she's passable, in LA. When every white man has yellow fever.
Okay, so but what every black man that has Asian fever, Jay?
Hey, I don't know. I don't know what you're implying there. All right, this is not about me right now. This is not about me. So stop changing the subject. All right, I'm not Bill Clinton. All right, I'm not Bill Clinton. All right, don't do that to me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think it's about any of those things. I think it's just that she's well connected. Like, it's not about that people like her or whatever. It's that she's just famous at this point. Like, and she has those connections in Twitch and apparently so basically she's a known commodity that has connections with people and can just expand that as needed. And it's probably going to be some propaganda nonsense.
Propaganda on my Disney show?
Yeah. Dude, and do I see it's about, is it all about creating? Like, is it creator essentials? Why are they trying to make more people fucking influencers and shit? It's like we were talking last week or the week before Oh my god, this is the South Park episode. Does she know she's an ad?
Yes.
They're literally
Yes.
just turning people into human ads.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck.
Okay,
Like you
okay,
said, you
okay.
hate it here. I hate
Yeah.
it here.
I
Get
hate
off
it- well,
my
I-
lawn.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But wait. So wasn't it like earlier this week where somebody posted in the chat that you can go to college and get a degree to be an influencer?
Yep, at ASU.
Yeah, we talked about that last time.
Yup.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Yep.
it's
Yep,
the form
it's
of
all making
advertisement.
sense.
Yeah.
It
Cuz
just hurts my brain thinking about it.
well, because you've got the background in business, Bill. Like think about this. Think about the hundreds of thousands of dollars that are pumped into advertisement campaigns, poster. Okay, hold up. I had this revelation and I had a fucking mind boom.
Uh-oh.
Why are artists pissed off at influencers? Think about
They're
this.
retarded.
Well, that too. Many such cases.
Here's why they're not pissed off. They haven't been told to be pissed off at influencers.
Oh, true.
I see what you did there, Keem. Well done.
Well,
It's true too.
Yeah, because they're all fucking programmable, have an ass NPCs. Fucking no, but like
Oh.
I just had this thought because I'm like, think about Bill, especially in your ye olden times. Sorry.
Don't apologize. No.
Christ.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
I'm having devious fucking thoughts here. Okay. So you have people pay to go to college to become ads for you.
Uh-huh.
You set up management organizations where you take a cut of what normies pay them to sell ads to them for, then you give them a tiny fraction of that back to tell them what to say.
Yeah, they're hookers.
You're no, what I'm saying is the ad companies can completely reverse things, so they're actually getting paid for sending their advertisements out instead of vice versa.
Mhm.
You no longer have to pay for advertising.
Yep.
You get paid to advertise your products.
Yep. And that's
I hate it here.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying. Like it fucking blows my mind that that's something that artists aren't truly pissed off about, because like I was going to make the point earlier was, think about the hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars that artists were hired to do for like promotional posters, magazine campaigns, like all of this shit. And they can't do it because they're like, oh, well, little Emily, who's one of the biggest attention whores on planet Earth, oh, we could just pay her $700K and she'll promote our shitty product. We save so much money. And on top of that, with how AI is, holy shit, we can make a $5 million campaign, $1 million campaign, fucking easy peasy.
Yep. And so far, I'm not sure any of these independent artists have lost jobs to AI. And I mean, not sure they have to influencers either, because that's going to be a big corporate thing. But yeah, like they're mad at the very wrong things, of course. And because again, it goes back to them being programmed.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's pretty funny.
The other thing, just to kind of add to this, because I saw this post the other day, is it's kind of rich that the same people, the same artists who are, going with the crowd of eat the rich, are charging the most exorbitant prices that only the rich can afford. So it's kind of interesting to draw that correlation there. It's like, many such cases.
Yeah. I think it's also funny that they're upset about the least dangerous application of AI. They're like, oh, generative, I like AI, but not generative AI art. It's like, that's literally the most creative and least dangerous thing. Like, even they go right to the medical thing, which has some cool applications, but is also extremely dangerous because it will be used to build a massive database tracking, identification on all kinds of stuff, potentially even bioweapons. Like, it's some fucking sci-fi shit down the line. Like, you get everyone's sequences and all that shit. You can do targeted, like, it's a massive collection of data that is unprecedented in human history. And the more they roll out AI in the medical field, you're breaking humans down to a level never broken down before. And that's going to be extremely dangerous for surveillance and, like I said, bioweapons potentially if the wrong person uses that information. Or government, wrong person or government. But yeah, no. Oh, AI art is evil. Like I support all AI except AI art. It's like,
yeah, well, it's the 1% rule. It's 100% that. Like, Jay knows the 1% rule, right, Jay?
Oh, is it 1% or 3/5? I forgot.
It's both. Yeah, Bill, do you know what we're talking about? The 1% rule. So in white supremacist groups, if you have any 1% of Jewish ancestry or anything that isn't white, then you cannot join. Period.
Yeah, you know, they go by mafia rules. You know, they have to trace your family all the way back to the old country. You know what the fucked up part is? Black people use that rule too, and you don't realize where it came from.
Yep.
You know, because that originated from the one drop rule way back in the day. And it pisses me off that they use that shit for celebrities. So, oh yeah, you know, this light skinned person, their father's black. Okay, she's black. I'm like, what? No, you can't. Cause what's her face off for fucking Haley something? She was in freaking Sinners. I forget what her name is, right? Cause like it kind of like that her father was black, right? And then they try and claim her because she's a black actress. Like, no. You know, they do the same thing to Dominicans too. It's like they're not black, they are Dominican, right? Like they will cut you for trying they will cut you for trying to name them anything else. And it's like, don't you understand that you're doing the same exact thing as white people did to our ancestors, as you love to cry about every freaking week? And and like the unrealized hypocrisy, it just irritates me on a massive scale. And you know, and it's like, and every time I see that, I just sit back and I just watch people just be stupid. I'm just like, okay, you don't realize what you're doing here, but okay, but I don't expect you to.
Well, it's the same thing. Oh, go ahead.
Just two things on that. You have to have values to be a hypocrite. You have to have integrity as well as some level of intelligence. I don't think a lot of these people have either, so they're not hypocrites. These people are not hypocrites. And what was the other thing I was gonna say? Frick, I don't remember. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, it's still funny because circling back to the leaflet thing with like her Fugi software, it's like they're not pissed off that she programmed it with AI. They're pissed off because it's using AI art. Like, that's the only thing they're pissed off at. Like,
that's a good point.
Yeah, like I just saw this other post for this I forget what the name of the game was, but it was like you sort videos in like a video rental store, and people weren't pissed off at the fact that it was programmed with AI because it says it on the Steam page. They're pissed off at the AI art. I'm like, you guys are retarded. You guys are so insanely retarded. Like, even what was that VTuber's name? Joel, I think. Is it?
I don't know, man.
The dude who has the doll VTuber. He was like, I'm not playing anything that's made with AI, whether it be programmed or otherwise. And everybody's like, so you're not playing games ever again? Like,
yeah.
Like, brother, come on. I know you guys are virtue signaling, but you could rub your last two fucking brain cells together and stop capitulating to the fucking mob, dude. Oh my god. I hate it here. Get off my lawn.
Yeah. And I do remember what I was going to say. So back to like the one drop rule, basically. My favorite variation on that is when these like essentially black supremacists get outed for having ancestors that own slaves, and it's happened multiple times. Like, didn't Don Lemon's ancestors own slaves or something like that? Yeah. And there was another famous actor or something like that. Like, they talk all big about oppression and shit, and then go out there and learn that their families were like elites and slave owners. And it destroys them.
One of the left's pillars of critical race theory, Angela Davis, she swore that she was the, that she has slave ancestry, and it was proven that her direct descendants came over on the Mayflower.
But guys, only white people and Christians were slave owners. Black people can't be owners of slaves. What? This is crazy talk.
Oh my lord!
When
I found that out,
it's just a shame that white people invented slavery back when America was formed or whatever. It's a tragedy.
CJ, you could have gotten in on that, and you could have been a billionaire by now. What? Am I wrong?
I mean, honestly, it can't be any worse than that one guy who sold his Bitcoin before it was valued. Before it was actually valued.
Yeah, wasn't it the guy who sold like 16,000 Bitcoin or some shit to buy a pizza?
Yes.
Oh my God.
To be fair, there's nothing wrong with that if you then if you're using it as a currency at the time and then actually take that back, if that's your only Bitcoin transaction, ouch.
No, I know something that's worse. So, about one guy who had like 120, like he had like millions of dollars in Bitcoin, but he forgot the password or he lost it, like his wallet.
Yes.
I remember that. Oh, dude.
I was sick for him.
Does this? Yeah, I've seen that story. There's like this laptop out there that holds like something like in the billions of Bitcoin, but because the password is encrypted and the owner forgot the key, it's just there's all this massive amount of Bitcoin locked on this one laptop. Yeah, I've seen that. I have.
Yeah, and when I read that story, that would have sent me over the edge.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's like when I was talking to my older brother, because he's opening up like his third restaurant, and he was like, he's like, yeah, I need X amount of capital and blah blah blah, and we were talking back and forth, and he goes like, yeah, at one point we had 24,000 shares of Tesla. Yeah. He's like, yeah, because it goes to like the guy using the Bitcoin to buy the pizza because it's the currency, and he needed the money from the shares at the time, but it's like, dog, to fucking like yeah get off my lawn. Oh, Malanta, the world is a very silly and crazy place, fellas.
It is. I agree.
Yeah.
And every day I hope like we're just in a simulation, because like every time I go on TikTok, I see millennials and Gen that's like, if you like, hey, like all this stuff going on in the world, and we're just like, I do not care.
Like, oh yeah, all of us millennials.
Is it better or worse being in a simulation though? Because if we're in a simulation, someone made a really fucking dumb simulation just to fuck with us, or what? Like,
yes,
that's dark too. Oh yay, we're in a simulation. This isn't real. Wait. Why is the simulation so fucking stupid?
Right.
Yeah, because people are actually. You know what? I kind of want to end on this tangent because Jay linked this. And okay, fine. I'm fine. I'm gonna find my happy place. I'm gonna zen. I'm not gonna crash out.
Come on, crash! Come on, crash out! Do it!
No,
do it,
I don't.
Do it!
Fuck
Come on,
you, Bill.
You've still got like 4 minutes. Mommy. Crash out.
What do you?
Come on, muscle mommy.
Listen, that was a revelation. I hate it here.
How did that start anyway?
It was Rana's fault.
What? I don't care. I don't care whose fault it was. You could have shut it down at any point, and you chose not to. This is on you. Okay, you're the one that posted it on Twitter. That's where I found it. This is on you.
Actually, you know what's worse? You know what's worse? Is the post. The post went viral. It did. It okay. Hold on. I need to find this just to quantify this.
I'm just gonna try it. This is gonna be the same thing about Jay and TSM. I am never dropping this ever, not once.
Listen,
I am
so annoying.
We need muscle mommy gravy in a TSM shirt.
You know who's going to be the person to gen that? Just because it's going to be you, Keen. You of all fucking people are going to be the one to be all like, on today's episode, with no context, ta-da!
Anyway,
oh my god.
You started this. You.
Listen, okay. The qualifiers is you had to be taller than most women. And are you done? Oh my. Anyway, so the tangent I wanted to get on before Bill was just all like blah blah blah, women, women, women.
Which he wasn't even doing. I think he struck a nerve there.
Go on.
Something, women, women, something. Anyway.
Nope.
Keen, don't you feel this man's shenanigans? Because if he will shenan once, he will shenan again. Anyway, EA, in all of its fucking stupidity. Fuck you, Bill. Anyway. EA becoming private again. Because apparently the Saudi money wasn't good enough, you know. Jay, I know you've got something brewing in your head, brother. Come on.
I'm just not surprised by it, you know, because it's like, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Ubisoft joins them next, you know, because it's like, you know, the funny thing is that, you know, everybody is like, oh my god, I can't believe this Saudi money. It's like, yes, because when you have a business, you have to get money, and if people, especially if you're adept at fucking up upwards, you know, like if you're adept at that, of course you're gonna have people interested at your assets. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if, like, I suspect Ubisoft's gonna be next in any of the studios that Xbox kind of gets rid of or decides to go independent, or probably be next, because, you know, because Saudi Arabia is they want to be the central of a lot of things,
right?
And gaming is one of those major exports that they can take a full advantage of, you know. Because I thought it was pretty smart that they changed the location of the Esports World Cup to France, to Saudi Arabia. I thought that was a smart move, because it's like, now, you know,
there
now
are more Muslims in France.
Oh yeah, there's an equal distribution. That's true.
Yes, but at the same time, the laws do not apply the same. So it's like a loophole they can exploit, which is very cunning, you know, and something that I'm not surprised. Right. And at the same time, it's like, yeah, like people in the West, you need to realize, if you're not going to buy in, there are people who will, and people you're not going to like who decides to buy in, you know. And you know, and the fact that people think that, oh yeah, you know, you should be able to be morally on our side, you know, without the funding from the other side. It's like, you can't like TOs and organizations, like, you can't survive off that, because esports is the biggest source of losing money. You know, I mean, yeah, because like there's not one organization today that makes a profit in esports, not one.
Nope. And
all these players expect to be flown out to all these places, and expect, the thing that pisses me off, people expect to make a living off it. All these, like, you know, wannabes, like, they truly expect that they can. It's kind of like Spring University, you know. It's like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna quit my stable life to take a chance on this because it's my dream. No, the fuck it's not. You know, it's just your desperation to not have to work a 9 to 5. Because me personally, like, I had to volunteer and work at a call center while doing esports on the side. Right. Because guess what? I'm an adult. I had to pay bills. You know, I couldn't spend all day planning events. I had shit to do. You know, and yeah. So even now, I still can't do. I can't do that shit full time. Even now, you know, and that's fine. because I could take time to do Evo or go to the HyperX arena and things like that. I can do that on the side because I make time for it.
Okay, I thought for a second there you said, Jay, you said do. I thought you said Evo. I didn't hear Evo. I heard him evil. I'm like, so Jay this whole time has been putting on the pimp robe and going out in Vegas and doing.
You can't prove that. Yeah, I will neither confirm or deny, and you can't prove it.
Okay, here's the question about the EA thing, though.
Yeah.
Which is more damaging, it being owned by Saudis who might actually want to turn a profit by making good games, or like freaking globalist DEI investors who are doing bullshit and money laundering? Well, they're all money laundering, but like, is private Saudi ownership better than what we currently have?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And like,
yes.
I just want to point out, Keen, once again, you have proven my statement of there is no win-win in life. There's only trade-offs that you can live with.
Yep.
Because if we were gonna be on our morals and be 10 toes deep in it, like a lot of the Rainbow Club dissidents are, then none of them would play anything from Ubisoft, anything from Square Enix. A lot of major companies that took Saudi investment. Like, you guys wouldn't do it.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Many such cases. So
and then Amazon is a big publisher. They couldn't watch anything from Amazon. And yeah, a bunch of these companies are all in on the AI, all in on the Saudi money.
Yeah. So I really don't want to hear it from any of these fucking people. Like, their outrage and their morals are for sale, and they always will be, because they're all fucking NPCs. So, in the words of my generation, fuck you. All right, and that's the episode, everybody.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah, get off my lawn. Oh my god. Besides, dude, we're just gonna have a field day when we get fucking merch lined up. Holy shit. Like last night, we came up with fat, juicy naturals. All right. I'll explain that in just a minute. Anyway.
What the fuck is that?
All right. That's the episode, everybody. Have a good night.